David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Umass will kick off and will be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will get the first possession of the game. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Oh, everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out.
Can anyone catch him? A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
And as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited.
Open runway ahead. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. He's up to 41 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season. They'll go to the air. Dances away from the heat. Took a shot as he threw. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Trying to push their way into the end zone on 3rd and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
And he's got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Umass offense will go to work for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The play action fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Gentry. Feeling some heat. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Umass will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll try the right side. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to take off. Got room at the 35. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. He has 60 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll run it from the gun. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Penn State!
And this offense is firing in all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Smashes ahead. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Gentry. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't come.
Touchdown, Minutemen! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He makes the connection. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
Unnecessary defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Dances away to buy time. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Finds his man down the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20.
The returner brings it out to the 32. And the Penn State offense will take over.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
Now, What a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13. Leaves it with the back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Umass lines up with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Now the play fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Coaches practice red zone more than ever, especially defensively. You know you're going to give up yards. You know they're going to pile it up like crazy now with spread and with tempo. What a great job the last 2 plays by this defense, stopping the passing attack and getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He got it. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my...
He's got it down the right side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida Atlantic is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Boca for some time. They're up by 18 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Back to pass, it's Gentry. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the ground with the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Umass will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. No huddle here for the offense. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, it's Gentry. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
He gets a block. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They want to run it left here. At midfield, he's got room. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
Might as well give it to him again.
Man, that D-tackle's a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman? Getting to the running back, cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Going deep. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
He's looking to throw. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UMass offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
He'll ride his man on the option. Twist his way through. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Hard running there.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Gentry. Takes a shot as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. UMass will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one.
Returner goes out of bounds.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it on the right. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. They're bringing heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion.
First down.
The aerial assault continues. Lets it fly deep downfield. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Umass!
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
And they did tack on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Central Michigan is in trouble. Check that. They're in a world of trouble because unless I'm reading that scoreboard wrong, that does not look very good. They're trailing by 24 to Old Dominion. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's going to run it. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations. It really makes you very predictable.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Looking to throw for it. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From that spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, especially once you start to get this deep in territory. But you're also, field goals aren't 100% at this distance. It's a little bit of a longer kick. Let's try to keep this drive alive and try to go get extra points.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Sims. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Minutemen!
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break them up, touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for a long touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Working that left side now. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Offense getting set for first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week one, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Umass 24.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UMass offense returns to the field. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. UMass quickly back to the line.
Brings up third down.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Coming after him. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Wide receivers all over the place. Trips to the left on 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Looking for a huge play. And he makes the grab at the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the route is on.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Trying to get to him. He's right on target. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now
he's going for a big play downfield. Pulls it in inside the 10. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab on the left. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.